Hello world, it's Robinson Recalde talking here for edupediawar.com. I am glad you are here taking this tremendous, challenging and exciting course with me. Today we're going to be talking about HTML links. What are those? What is syntax? And much more. Please join us. Let's start with this. What is exactly a HTML link? Well, a HTML link are simply hyperlinks. A hyperlink is an element, a text, or an image that you can click on and jump to another document. In HTML, you can find a bunch of them on a single page. Remember that websites are mostly giant structures connected one to another. What is syntax? Let's go to the example to know much more about this. So, here we are again on our first example for this video. We are going to make an example of how is the link syntax. The tags produce links. The tags that produce links are the A and closing A. The A tells where the link should start, and the A and the closing A where it should end as any other element. I'm talking about this. This is the A I'm talking. This is the tag we're going to use to put the links. So let's put this as it should be done. HTML, closing HTML, opening head tag, closing head tag, title, links, examples. Body, we're going to put here. This is our first example. This is our first. Now, in the paragraph, we're going to put something of the Lorem ipsum I showed you in the last video. So here you have it. Well, the target of the link is added to the A tag using the href. I'm talking about this href. So the syntax is the following. Let's say http www.edupediawar.com. Let's close the attribute. Let's close the A, and we'll put here edupediawar. Remember something about links. In the links, you need to put a text inside so the link can be clicked. You can put an image, a box, whatever. So this is our link, edupediawar. Let's save this and let's watch it. In a browser. So this is the first example. This is the syntax, and you will see how if I click here, I will straight to the edupediawar main page. So let's back to our editor. The href attribute, I'm talking about this attribute, specifies the destination address. We are using for this example the homepage of edupediawar, as you can see. In the HTML element 8 for links, you can find some attributes that will help you put the style of the link you want, but we will talk about this later. So let's step out to the next section, where the local links, to see the next example. Local links. What are the local links? Local links, as the name suggests, is a link to the same website, and it is specified with a relative URL. But let's go to the example to see how a local link works and what syntax. So, this is the second example we're going to see in this video. Here, I will show you how to use the local link. In this new example, I will walk you through how to write a local link. It is actually the same as a normal link, but the only thing that changes is the URL, because you are talking about a local link. This means to a link on the same website, so you will not need to put www or http in the link. So, this is the previous link we used. Let's modify this for a moment. For example, if I'm going to use a local link, I will put something like, I don't know, edupedia.word.asp. ASP to the format of the sheet that the page is using. So this is actually really simple. The only thing that changes is that you need to put only the name of the style sheet of the sheet that the page is using. For example, if you want to put, I don't know, index.html, it is valid. So just remember that this document needs to exist. Local links are really simple. This is all for now. This is all for the second example. See you next example. In this new section, I have the HTML links, colors, and icons. Are the links are the links editable? Oh yeah, everything in HTML and code is editable. You can put the style form you want with the colors, icons, images, and even behaviors you desire. When you put the mouse cursor over a link, you can only expect two reactions. The mouse arrow will burn into a little hand in normal cases, and the color of the link element will change. But thanks to HTML, you can change all of this. By default, in all browsers will look like this. An unvisited link is underlined and blue. A visited link is underlined and purple. An active link is underlined and red. As I said multiple times before, you can edit all the styles on your HTML in two ways. You can change all the style options in a CSS style sheet, or you can use the HTML style element. In this case, we will use the HTML style element. Here you have an example. So, hello again. Here I want to show you the example to change the colors of a link. Please remember that by default in all browsers, the links will look like this. An unvisited link is underlined and blue. A visited link is underlined and purple. An active link is underlined and red. This is a visited link, so you see that it's underlined and purple. This is all by default in all browsers. When I'm trying to click, like you can see in the screen, you can see that it's all red and underlined too. So, let's change this a little bit. Here we have the Sublime Text screen. Now let's just edit this for a moment. Let's put this style, and let's put just the parameters that we want. This is the color of the link. This is the background color. And the text decoration. Now, a link visited. In the visited, we want exactly the same, so I just will copy and paste this. Careful with the errors. hover, but it's in rest, the link. So I will change the color to FF0000. To know how to put these colors, you need to understand a little bit more about RGB colors. So the background color will be transparent again, and the text decoration will be underlined. And let's put the last active. So I will put the same color as the hover. The background color will be transparent and the text decoration will be underlined. So we just close style, saved, and recharge. You see how it's now black, and when you put the cursor on the new link, it's all red. If I click in it, it changes nothing, because I put here that when it's visit, it is all black again. So let's try and change this a little bit. In the style element in HTML, you can only change the color using RGB. So let's put the RGB of blue to see how it changes. Let's put any kind of blue. Sorry, it's a problem when you have a local link. Let me put it here, edupediawar.com, and let me use this target that I will explain later how it's used. You see, like, I changed the hover to blue, and when it's active, it's all just black. You see, the link normal, when you put the mouse, it changes. Then you put the mouse, it changes to underline, and when you click, it is all red. You can change all of this using this code. This is for the HTML way to put it with a style element, but you can also change it in the CSS style sheet, which is preferred. So this is it for this example. So let's go to the next section. So let's go to the next section, the link attributes. As I said before, the HTML link has multiple attributes, like for example the href and the target attribute. The target attribute specifies where to open the linked document. In the following examples, I will show the behavior of every value of the target attribute for the HTML link element. So let's jump to it. So here we are again to explain the target attribute. Here I will put all the values you can give to the target attribute so I can explain them all correctly. So we have, for example, the blank value that opens the linked document in a new window or tab. That's really clear, right? You have, for example, also the new value that works the same way as the blank value. We have the self value that opens the linked document in the same frame as it was clicked. This is the default value that the HTML link element has in all the browsers. You should know that. So we have the parent value that opens the linked document in the parent frame. And we have the top value that opens the linked document in the full body of the window. And we have also the frame names that opens the linked document in a named frame, which you will replace in these frame names. In case your web page is locked in a frame, you can use target equal to underscore top to break out the frame. So let's see how this works. Let's put, for example, let me just delete this. Okay, we put, for example, here the same link for 6 times. So we have here the self. There is the one I told you. It is by default. We have here the blank. We have here the new. We have here the parent. Well, this is actually not necessary. The only one you should be using, and the only one that you will use, is the self blank and new. So let's save this. Let's save this. Let's put it in the browser. So we have EDPDWord. Remember, the first one is the self. Self opens in the same window. Let me just add this. Sorry. Save it. Okay. Self. It will just open in the same window. Blank. It will open in a new window. And new. It will just do the same as the blank value for the target attribute. So this is it for the target example. Let's go to the next section of the video. So, did you think this is all? There's much more to discover in the link field. Let's see it. First, let's talk about image as a link. If you notice, you can put a link element in every other element you want. A box, a text, an image, and even a video. It is actually really common to use images as a link. Let's see it in an example. Hello again. This is the example of an image as a link. In this short example, we will see how this works. We all know how to book an image at this point, right? So, let's see. First, we'll wish you just look an image on the internet. I don't know, some soccer image, for the matter. This one with the ball and the stadium and the background is really good. So we'll just take the link and go to the Sublime Text screen. So let's just delete this. I will put this in blank, and I will put here the image. Do you remember the syntax, right? ing src and this. This is actually everything you need to put here. See? And when you click, you go to the Edupedia World homepage. This is really simple, and you can edit the image with the attributes for the image, like the width and the height, etc. But for image as a link is all that you should know. So this is it for this example. Let's go to the next section. So, link within a page. Linking to anchors is very similar to normal links. Normal links always point to the top of a page. Anchors point to a place within a page. A number sign in front of a link location specifies that the link is pointing to an anchor of a page. To link to an anchor, you need to create a link pointing to the anchor and create the anchor itself. It's a two-step process. An anchor is created using the A tag. Let's jump to the example to see how it works. Hello again, fellows. Here I will explain how to put a link within a page. First, we need to create the anchor. To do this, we will need to use the A tag. So, for this to function, I will put a lot of paragraph here. Well, this is not exactly what I wanted, but it should work. This is to create a space in the home page we are using now. Let's see here. Okay, let's put just 4, 5, 7 more. This is just to create some space for this to function. So let's put here, let's create here the anchor. The anchor will be the A element with the name attribute. We'll put here the name of the anchor we're creating. We'll call this Edupedia. We'll put here Edupedia Word. We'll close the A element and we'll put here A element href attribute. We'll put here one of the most important things of all. That is, after creating the anchor, you can make a link pointing to the anchor using the normal ahref that we explored before for the links. In this case, you can use the notion we have, if applies of course, of local links. Remember that when you are putting a link within a page, you have to put a number sign before the text of the link. We have here sign Edupedia. Something important about the anchors is that they are lowercase sensitive, so be careful with that. We put here, go to Edupedia, and we close. We save, and we see how it works. Go to Edupedia, and it goes to Edupedia World. To see how this works better, let's create some more paragraph below. Saved. I need to delete this and go to Wikipedia, and it will put in the first line of the browser. In the previous example, we saw how the Wikipedia word test was at the end of the page because it was no more test below the Wikipedia word text. So go to Wikipedia. This is the result, and it works exactly as a normal link, but is local and is a link within the page. You can use this to another pages, and you can use this to make, I don't know, some links, some list of movies. So when you click in the name of the movie, it go to the page of the movie and to the exact position of the text you want to show. So this is it for this example. So let's talk to our final attribute, the ID attribute. The ID attribute for the link works the same way as the link within a page, explained before, but the syntax changes. This is the only thing that changes. Let's see it really clear in the following example. So, hello again folks. Here I am to explain the example of the ID attribute. The ID attribute is the same as the name attribute as said before. The only thing we will change is the ID here, saved, and you will see how it works in the same way. You see? This is all that you need to know. So this is the end of the examples for this video. Hope to see you soon in later videos. Goodbye. So this is all for now folks. Hope to see you soon in later videos.